because, see, I didn't call you Stephanie.
It was a close run thing, though, wasn't it?
It was. So yeah, we've got our lovely Stef, somebody that I won't even try and pronounce the surname. I'll let him do that for you. And he's going to talk to us a little bit this morning about being a speaker at our awesome conference in September in North Devon. Go, Beck.
Stef, so tell us a little bit about why you're excited, presuming you are, to be speaking at our conference in September, and kind of what that means for you, and a little bit about why the principles.
Oh,
go,
okay.
Stef.
So, firstly, my name is Stefan, Stef for short, Cybichowski, but you don't have to learn that. I'll be testing you two on it later, but
Gosh, I've got no chance.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess my story has been one of, for most of my life, has been about having lacking confidence and having low self-esteem, and going to therapists and them telling me that I would just have to manage it for most of my life. And despite those issues, that story, funnily enough, I seem to have, sort of built a business here and become a musician here. And so what I noticed when I came to the principles was that what I did was I would, out of 10 things that I got right, I would get one thing really wrong, but that was the only thing that I used to focus on. I used to focus on just the things that I thought that I was not good at, and a failure, and sort of not worthy, and that became the story of my life. And so I noticed that I was I'd made myself up to be this person that wasn't any good, was not worthy, was not good, with relationships, not good at work. And to be honest, it was a very difficult existence. I would be so challenged most of the time. Life felt like I was pushing against the waves. So when I came to the principles, I'll come to the good bit, I saw how much of that I'd made up. Okay, I saw how much I'd made up about who I was and what I was capable of. So I couldn't go to this party, and I couldn't talk to this person, and I couldn't go to this interview because of this person that I had made up through my thinking. And it wasn't true. And that was such a relief. That kind of changed everything for me. So when I got into the principles a little bit more, it felt easy for me to share that with other people who were going through the same things. I became a coach, and I became a three principles practitioner. And what I noticed was that me being able to share and be vulnerable about stuff that I'd been through and how I'd come out the other side and how much my life had changed seemed to really help other people. They began to have their own insights about their own lives, not just about who they were, but about what they were capable of and what was on the table for them once they realized how the mind works. So I got really, really lucky, and I got to work in places like China and the US and the Middle East. A lot of this was talking to businesses, and it's the thing about the principles is that it relates to everybody on absolutely every single level in every area of people's lives. So the people I talk to are from like school children, parents, teachers, to businesses, to mental health professionals. It's everybody. And the thing that I love about being able to talk at your conference in September is, I don't know whether the word conference is right for me. You know, it feels a bit kind of stuffy, doesn't it? You know, you kind of think you're going to go somewhere and you're going to get talked at. But I know that this is the principals conferences are totally different to that. And I know that you guys are so fun and friendly, and so you have so much really, really positive energy that the conference, to me, I know what it's going to be like. I know that we're going to get to go, we're going to get to meet lots and lots of people and hang out in this really beautiful space where there is no kind of teachers and students. We will just have the chance to hang out on the riverbank and look out over the river and just see what we can see. We can explore together, because that's how it works. Everybody knows this. Everybody has a sense of what we're going to be talking about, and it's a little bit like people just recognize it and go, oh yeah, I know that, I see that, I recognize that. So it's such a gentle, kind process of beginning to see this and seeing what we already know and getting to share that with each other. And it's going to be a bit of a party by the look of it.
You've got us confused with someone. Like, we're so serious.
Okay.
Absolutely bang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Steph. That as you were speaking then, I just felt myself quieten down and fall into the space that I know we're going to create at this conference. And so much of what you said at the beginning about where you've kind of come from really resonated with where I was at too. And
Same, yeah.
one of the privileges of doing the conference, actually organising it, is I happen to know what some of your topics are going to be. So I already have chosen which breakout groups I'm going to be in. I just can't wait to hear you speak some more about what you've just been pointing to there, the kind of stuff that we'll be able to share. So that's really amazing. Have you kind of got anything more?
Yeah, just the same really. It's just so nice to hear you say about the lack of confidence and the relationship stuff, because definitely me and Beck can totally relate to all of that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's just great to get together. It'd be so great to get together at the conference. And
it will. I can't tell you how excited I am. I've got goosebumps.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. It is. And by September, we'll be able to pronounce the name.
Yeah, there will be a test.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, it's good to see a few people are watching. Hi Martin, hi Deb, good to see you. Steph, is there anything else you kind of wanted to say before we perhaps leave it? I mean, that feels beautiful, so maybe it's just to leave it there, but just to check in if there's anything else you want to say before we finish.
Well, I just want to say that if anybody is very new to the principles and has never heard of it before and is planning to come, all I can say is that the understanding has completely transformed my life, and I see people's lives change every day when I get a chance to share this with people, and when people see for themselves what they're capable of, what their potential is. And I think that all I can say is you have no idea what a beautiful adventure this is going to be for you, and this might be just the start. we don't have the imagination to understand what is available to us when we begin to look in this direction. So please, if you get chance to be with us in September,
come and join in.
Come and join in.
Yeah, thank you. Perfectly said. So I think I'll just finish by saying, if you are therefore interested, do have a look at our website. It's debrasimmons.co.uk, or if you haven't already, connect with us on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us today,
thanks,
Steph.
Steph. That was awesome.
Thank you, Beck. Thank you, Lucy. It's really good to see you.
And you, take care.
Now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.